What's going on, YouTube, man? It's your boy TC back with another video. Now, this episode is gonna be for my fellas. So, if you're not a fella, hey, ladies, y'all more than welcome to stay tuned. But this episode gonna be more about, I gotta talk to the fellas about a little something. So, just a little something. Hey, man, look. Fellas, what I really want to talk to y'all about today, man, we got to do better. We really do. Because we got to do better because after a certain age, certain things just not cool no more, bro. Like, on a serious note, after a certain age, certain things not cool no more. Like, I was on the phone with my Dukes earlier, bro. And I had a conversation with her, and it just showed me how much I've grown as a person just with the conversation, the type of conversation I was having with her. And I was like, we was just talking, and I was like, you know what, Ma? I had got out of a relationship, right? And I was like, you know what, Ma? I have grown a lot really since I've been out of that situation. And I was like, yo, at the end of the day, see, I'm 28 now. When I was younger, I used to think it was cool. It was the thing to do to go ahead and like run the streets and cheat. And when you young, like 22, everybody like to use the excuse, oh, my pops did it. It's cool, you feel me? But at the end of the day, man, you got to realize, man, look, when you're dealing with real people, real feelings, real actions, and how these are actual people, it's not really cool to do people dirty like that. So I was talking to my bar, like I was saying, and I was like, man, on a serious note, I be praying to God, like, really, because, like, I believe in God. I don't know what y'all believe in, but me, myself, shout out to Allah. So, like, I be thinking back to all the things that I have done while in relationships, and I be like, on some serious time, I be like, man, look, God, I apologize, you get what I'm saying? Like, for any hurt that I caused to anybody on a serious level, on a serious note. And this ain't about no karma or nothing, but at the end of the day, the culture that's given to us as black men is to cheat. And we think it's cool until, I wouldn't even say karma. You think it's cool until it get done to your ass. Then it ain't cool no more. There's like so many people doing it, but the thing is, we got to grow up. We really got to grow up, and that's what this episode is about. We have to start doing things as we get older and as we evolving as men. We really have to grow up and change our mindsets, because if we don't, we're going to continue to get stuck into the same things staying in the same places. And at the end of the day, that's not where we want to be. Because, that was a heavy pull. Because at the end of the day, I strongly believe that, I always knew like the man that I wanted to be, right? And I knew the actions that aligned with the man that I wanted to be, but I always used me being young and, my dad used to do it, so I'm going to do it. I always use that as an excuse, but then, you feel me? I was talking to the shorty the other day, right? I went out with her, right? And she was like, you 28, you going to be 30 in a year and a half. And then they hit me. I was like, damn. After 30, 10 more years, you're going to be 40. So if I want to turn into somebody different, if I want to change my path, the time is now. See, we think we got more time than we actually have, and we don't really have that much time. So we need to start being better men now. Like I'm saying, because all that cheating and stuff, it ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. The real is, outside of all this red pill talk, I feel like red pill talk is really a protection for, and I'm gonna keep giving y'all game because the game is never gonna change. But I feel like that red pill talk is just a protection for how this generation of women is. But the real is finding you one woman that you could settle down with. Now, you may not have to marry her because the government, the laws, and everything going on in the world, but that's the real jazz, man, and that's where it's at. But you can't get there double crossing every woman that you with. Now, while every relationship with every woman is not gonna work, if you going with bad intentions, you're gonna get bad intentions back. You get what I'm saying? Y'all feeling where I'm coming from? So we gotta do better as men. Like, when I was 23, right? Like, when I was 23, my mindset was not in the same place it is now. Of course, you know what I'm saying? If you a young boy, right? If you a young boy in the game, of course your mindset not finna be okay. You feel me? Your headspace probably not in the place that mine's is in right now, because I'm older and I've experienced more. But that's what the OGs are failing to do in this generation, or at least for our generation, because the OGs is telling us, excuse me, the OGs telling us to, you know, keep, you know what I'm saying, keep hitting all these hoes, and look where that got them. 4 or 5 baby mamas. We supposed to be better than them. Now, hitting pussy is cool. We all done did it. Even my dog used to say him barking, hitting pussy, cool. We all done did it. But the thing is, hitting multiple pussies is only gonna get you so far in life. Especially as you get older and you build yourself up as a man, it's only gonna get you so far, bro. And it comes with more stress than pleasure. You got child support, you got pregnancy scares, you got all this extra stuff, birth control, plan B. That's what I meant. I done lived it. I done it. I'm telling you, bro. They don't be lying when they be saying, like, focus on yourself, because all the women I done had in my life, it ain't like I get a trophy for it. What do I get? What do I get for that? What do I have to show for it? It's like, what is it? Do I just get a badge of honor because I done slept with badge of honor for sleeping with like 500 women or something like that? Like, there's no badge of honor that you get for that. I'm not saying I slept with 500. I'm just throwing a number out there because I really don't know, but ain't no badge of honor, bro. And this episode really is about how, as a man, your mindset every year needs to be evolving. Like, your mindset should not be the same as it was when you was 23. And I'm so thankful for growth because I'm 28. My mindset has totally changed since I was 23. But I'm turning into the man that I always knew that I could be. And that's a wonderful feeling. And I'm talking to y'all because I want the same thing for y'all. And for y'all older guys that watch this channel, you probably already done lived it. And I know, you know, the nuggets that you gave to the younger generation, when you see them doing good for themselves, you probably feeling amazing. And that's why I always say on this channel, like, I get this game in two faucets, because I know it's older guys that watch my channel. Shout out to y'all. And I know it's younger guys that watch my channel. That's why when it comes to these women and stuff, when I be giving the game on the red pill, I be speaking to all men, because even some older men don't know the game for real. But I really when I be speaking like hitting women and don't take them serious, I be speaking to the young generation, because at different phases of your life, this information you're going to have to apply this information. And this is the information that's going to be useful to you. You get what I'm saying? But some of the older guys that watch my channel, and I know it's some of y'all, you get what I'm saying? I know y'all done already live that lifestyle. But I really be giving game to y'all older men on like the laws and when it comes to marriage to best protect yourself. Because a lot of men really don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But on a serious note, my guys, Every year your mindset should be changing. You shouldn't it's 2024 now. By this time next year, my mindset shouldn't be the same as it is now. Like, if your mindset right now, if you like 21, your mindset is, I want to fuck as many hoes as I can. I can give you advice on that. I've lived that. It's okay. But I'm telling you now, by the time you 22, your mind should be in a different space. And every year, as you get older, your mind should stay in a different space. Because if it's not in a different space progressively, you're doing yourself a disservice as a man. You get what I'm saying? You're doing yourself a disservice because you're not really fulfilling your purpose. You're not becoming the man that you really know that you can be. And it's a lot of pressure on men these days, man. Don't y'all agree? Because I feel like it's a lot of pressure on men or it can be because these women putting so much pressure on men to grow up and become leaders. But let me tell you something. If you're a young boy watching this, man, look, don't let no woman pressure you into being a leader, because it takes time, bro. It takes time to understand yourself, understand who you want to be, understand where you want to go in life. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you should start building your 5-year plan as early as possible. Get in the habit when you turn 20 or even when you're 18, build a 5-year plan. Okay, I'm 18. This is where I want to be when I'm 23. I'm 23. This is where I want to be when I'm 28. I'm 28. This is where I want to be when I'm this age. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to get you in a space where when a woman do come in your life, you can lead her. Hey, babe, this what I want our plan to be within the next 5 years. This is where I want us to both be financially within the next 5 years. This is where I think you should be within the next 5 years. That makes sense. And the only way that you're going to get there is when you start doing it. You got to start doing it for yourself. It's not like one of those things you could do like, okay, I'm going to do this for my what's the name? I'm going to just start this when I get married. You need to start building the habits that you want to do if you do choose to be married, if you desire to be married. 'Cause I feel like all this advice, all this game, at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of men that still want to be married for real. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Look, you just got to do things to protect yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all need help on how to protect yourself, I said it in multiple videos. I'll probably tag one of them in this video, but you got to protect yourself at all times for real. Because it's a cold game out here, bro. It's really a cold game, but the purpose of this episode, like I say, man, I want all of y'all men really get in a space of thinking, and I'm going to make these a habit, but get in a space of thinking like every year you need to be changing. Like your mindset should be evolving for the better. Every year you on earth shouldn't be where the hoes at, where the hoes at, where the hoes at, where the hoes at, how many bitches can I fuck, how many bitches can I fuck. That's some young boy shit, man. As you get older, man, you need to be thinking differently. I'm not even gonna tell you what to think, because everybody priorities different, but I will say your mindset needs to be evolving for the better. Like at some point, you know, even if your pops was, if you got a pops, a grandpops, they had 5 kids. This is the time for you to break the curses. As a man right now, if you don't have kids, you have all the power to still break your generational curses. And you should feel very fulfilled in that. Like right now, I feel very good. I'm still in a position at 28 years old with no kids where I can break every generational curse set to my family. And I'm still planning on doing that. I'm still at a point in my life where I can have one baby mama. I can have kids all in the same house. All my kids know each other, grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And you have the power to do that. You just have to have great discernment and pick the right woman that's going to lead you in that direction. You can't be out here picking the sexy reds. You can't be out here picking the Cardi B's. Sometimes you can't even pick the baddest bitch. Pick the one that's going to be the best for your future. You get what I'm saying? And that's real OG advice. They always saying pick the woman that like you. And that's very true. The woman that like you might not be the 10 out of 10, might not have the biggest ass, the biggest titties, but she gonna take care of your ass though. She gonna take care of you though. She ain't gonna be out here on that whole shit. Every woman got it in her, but you pick the one that like you, it's a less likely chance that she gonna be on some whole shit like that. You get what I'm saying? It's very likely, less likely that she gonna be on some whole shit. And y'all really, I feel like men overall in this generation, they mindsets is shot. And it's hard in this world right now. I understand that, but a lot of men is, especially like the younger cats right now. You OGs watching, y'all might know too, but a lot of younger cats, they think this gang banging is where it's at. They think, all of this extra stuff is where it's at when it's really not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys are coming from good neighborhoods, pretending to be people that they not. I never fell in that realm. I always thought it was cool to be, even though everybody is not, in the position where they can come from a 2-parent household. I always thought it was cool as hell to come from a 2-parent household. I always thought it was nice that, my parents stayed together and, they provided nice things when they could. That's dope, because as you get older, you realize the people who didn't have that, even though it wasn't their fault, you see the difference. And that's not to say nobody's better than nobody, but y'all get what I'm saying. Only a mature mindset would understand what I just said. You see the difference though. But I feel like even the people, genetics play a huge part in this life. And I feel like even the people who grew up with their parents, didn't grow up with their parents, ain't it funny that they always, like, even the dudes who don't know their dads, sometimes the parents always be like, oh, you ended up just like your pops. Like, y'all act just like, y'all do the same, y'all do this, y'all do that. Genetics play a huge part in this life. And I feel like sometimes genetics can play a huge part in how somebody turn out. But that's another topic for a different conversation, because sometimes generational curses is in your DNA and they harder to break. You got to be strong enough to realize, okay, like, I got the power in me to break this. We at a point in life right now where on the news they saying the Bible is wrong, bro. Did y'all know that? We at a point in life they saying the Bible is wrong, man. I'm not even gonna get into that though, because I'm not a Christian. I don't want to offend nobody. You get what I'm saying? But we at a point where they saying the Bible is wrong. And that's crazy. But I think I'm finna cap this episode off. I think I got what I needed to say, off my chest and whatnot. But I think I need everybody to know, at a certain age, not at a certain age, but your mindset has to change and evolve every year for you to hit the points that you want it, for you to hit the places that you want to hit as a man. Like, you should be ashamed if 2 years from now you thinking the exact same, because you're not growing. You know what I'm saying? And as men on this channel, we here to grow. I'm not here to teach y'all to do wrong by women. If we love our women, we got to treat them right. Some of them be not worth treating good. It's a lot of good women out there though, man. And when you do wrong by people, just pray and shit. Hopefully you be forgiven, right? Because everybody be forgiven. But man, look, I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up. But I'm gonna make this a habit, get my points and thoughts in line a little better for the next one. But I feel like if you take anything from this message, make sure your mindset evolves as you keep as you continue to grow, as you continue to progress in life. Make sure your mindset is evolving so that you can continue to reap the benefits of being the best man that you can be. That cheating shit got to stop at a certain age. It shouldn't even be normalized in this generation, but it is. But you can't follow a woman's footsteps. You got to be the man that you can be. Be the man that you were put here to be. You got to do it for your future kids. The time is now, especially if you're in the ages of 25 to 30. The time is now. The time to break generational curses is now. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, that was a nice hit. All right, I'm gonna be out though. Make sure I like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know my next video drop. And we're gonna be out, man.